film things, it suddenly, or the way I use it, it looks, suddenly doesn't look, my photographs suddenly doesn't look like photography anymore. It looks like something else.
Like what?
I don't know. It looks more like some, I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like photography.
It's interesting because most people make this argument and they're just dismissed as being a Luddite or backward looking. But I've made a habit of every photographer interview, I asked them at the end, you know, do you prefer digital film? And there's only been one person who ever said digital. So it makes me wonder, the technology's driving us, but the artistic people don't actually want to go where it's coming. It's quite an interesting dynamic.
I'm quite excited now about this stuff. It looks sort of rubbish digital and thing. It looks great suddenly.
But maybe that's because you're photographing photographs.
Yes, yes. I wouldn't want to photograph right now your skin, you know, or my skin, or whatever.
I wouldn't want you to.
You know. But on the other hand, I have done one digital photograph, which is actually somewhere in there, which is a self-portrait, which I have done on my iPhone, and I think it's great. My wife thinks it's horrible, but I think it's great.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about your self-portraits, because they are pretty horrible, actually, most of them.
I disagree.
Purposely.
Yeah.
Well, the one where you shoot upwards.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I'm not sure it'll come up at some point. And I thought that.
That's a bad, it is.
Why would you do that? And what possession did you take that photograph?
I think curiosity.
Curiosity.
Yes, with everything. I think I'm just really a curious person. And I'm sort of excited about, oh my God, look at this. Ooh. And that is a moment where I was actually my skinniest. And I was like frustrated with my friends showing me only a lovely picture of iPhones, and I can't take a fucking iPhone picture. And I was like on my own, a bit bored, and I was playing around with it, and I was just holding it up, right? And I was thinking, oh my God, that looks really exciting. But suddenly I had this huge belly, thinking, I know I have a belly, but I didn't realize it's that big.
Well, most people would have just deleted. But you not only do you keep it, but you show it publicly.
Well, I thought I had it bigger in the show, but then George was saying, don't make it big, it's enough. I want to have huge, I want to look at it.
Yeah. Because it seems to be kind of, I was going to leave this question towards the end in case you were offended by it, but the series that you did with Charlotte Rampling, where you were being, it's one of those things that people constantly ask me, like, what's going on here, and there's quite a lot of, not just that.
That's what I want to do.
There's quite a lot of
what's going on here.
Action around
everything.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I don't want to go somewhere where I know this and this is happening. You know, I want to know what's going on there. Let's have a look. Let's see. You know, I want to have an adventure.
But the adventure is this very beautiful older woman and you with your backside in the air.
Yeah.
Could you explain what the sort of narrative of it? I know it's quite a difficult question, but what do you...
No, it's not a difficult question. It's like basically a long answer I'm going to give you, or have to give you. This could have not happened if I wouldn't have been a good friend of Charlotte for many, many years, and a close friend. When we went through things together, not so pleasant things, where a very close friend of ours called Katrin Cartledge died suddenly, and we went both to the funeral, and we talked about all these things about dying and things like that, and then I talked about my dad's suicide, and she said her sister's committed suicide, and when you sort of arrive at that kind of point of scenario, I don't know, we became very close, and we understood each other and everything. And we did numerous projects together. I photographed her quite many times and everything. But it started really when Mark Jacobs said to her, "You're such a close friend of Charlotte Rampling, and I just adore her so much, blah, blah, blah. She's such an icon. I really, can you ask her to do the campaign for us?" And I said, "Mark, she's not going to do that. She's not going to merchandise a product, a fashion product. You know. I don't think she's going to accept that." And then I just thought, I really would like to do that too. You know, to photograph her for Marc Jacobs. That would be really good. But she's not going to do it. And I thought, how can I swing this? How can I make that interesting for her? And I thought, well, she's going to bite the bait. She said, I'm going to be in it too. What about doing self-portraits? You know, I'm doing self-portraits with her together for Marc Jacobs. So I'm going to be the male Marc Jacobs and she's the, you know, whatever it's called. And
at what point did you tell her you were not going to have any clothes on?
Well, they were all clothes, and then she got excited about it, right? And she said, yeah, she's going to do it. So I'm like super excited, and I'm like, I know it's Charlotte Rampling. It has to be a super rich French thing, you know, thinking about these famous Helmut Newton pictures, and her kind of glamorousness of everything, and I chose them to film. And I went there for one night early, and to try the men's clothes on, and that was like, I was stupid. I didn't think that whole thing through because I was far too fat for fitting into the clothes, men's fashion clothes. I got so excited about the whole thing I'm doing, and it didn't work out. Luckily, there were these short pants,
Elastic.
which I could wear. I mean, this is the only thing I could wear. Everything was like, this is just good. What campaign is this? You know, so that doesn't work. And so next day she comes and she says, this is far too long of a story. But anyway, next day she comes and says, what are we going to do? And everything. I said, well, I don't know. Wait, I go in the bathroom and then I'll show you what I'm going to wear, and then we're going to do it. And she says, no, just wearing some socks and this thing, topless and everything else.
This thing, what was this thing?
Well, this shorts.
I thought you said thong.
No, shorts, running shorts or bathing, bathing, whatever they was. And she says, what is this? And I said, I don't know why I couldn't fit into anything else. She was laughing at me. But she said, what are we going to do now? And I said, well, I don't know. I said, what I really want to do is kiss you and fondle your breasts. And that's what I thought, that's what I want to do. And as soon as I said it, I thought, this is the most stupidest thing I've ever said in my life. And she, of course, played with me. And she was like, I was like, oh, God. But and then she took for it. No, of course. And then it took like, I don't know how many minutes, and I thought I was dying in this. I was starting to sweat, sweat running down my chest, off my topless chest. It was just horrible. And then she took a cigarette and a line and says, let's start and tell you where to start. And I thought, oh my God, so I have to go to the toilet and I thought, oh my God, I looked in the mirror and thought, oh my God, I can't believe I'm going away with this. This is excellent. This is what I want to do. I can't believe it. Where photography leads you.
What's wrong with that?
This is the key point of this evening.
What's wrong with that? So?
Yes, my assistant. Yeah.
Not your wife.
No, we come to that in a minute.
Yeah.
This conversation goes on for a long time. Anyway, so I did these pictures in my things, and we did the kissing and the fondling, and that was all excellent. Enjoyed that a lot. And I showed the pictures to Marc Jacobs, and he nearly fell off his chair. He said, what the fuck are you doing? Where are the clothes? It doesn't fucking matter. It's brilliant, he said. And they liked it. Yeah, he liked it. He's thinking it was hilarious. Right? And it ran. And then she called me. She says, and then he came out as this ass. She had a pink cashmere jumper, and I was like in these pants and everything like that. Blah blah blah. And she said, you know what? Sometimes I work on these movies for 3 months or 5 months, and the attention I get from these pictures are just like so much more than I do in these movies. Because, you know, they got published in American Vogue and French Vogue and everywhere around the world and everything like that. And I've been thinking about it. It's like, you know, and I was thinking, I called her up again. I said, Charlotte, I've got another idea. Let's carry on. Let's get rid of these pens of mine and we go on. And she says, when do you want to do it? I said, I can't believe I'm going to get away with this again. And that was a 6 months work I did. I kind of stretched it out as long as I could. And I booked a hotel and they gave me a good deal. It was like this huge suite. And every 2 weeks or something I went to Paris and we did these pictures. I had to be clever there. At that point then, of course, it was, because there's these, you know, because I know how my camera works very well, and at that time, there were these good Polaroids, which are not really existing anymore, kind of thing. And so I kind of instructed my assistant exactly of, you know, if he was there, I knew immediately what kind of picture it would be. And then I would say, go a bit more here and here, and then I say, cover it from over here and here and here. And so we you know, I shot a lot anyway, and then we shot a lot. And I wanted to be on neutral ground. That was the key thing. You know, I kind of then I showed pictures to my wife and everything, and then she got really excited how good they were, and that was really important, like for me and for Charlotte to invite Sadie to help me to do these pictures, which is that book I did, Louis Kent. Yeah. And that was exciting. That was one of the most exciting things I did. Not really, but yeah.